Assalamu alaikum students. Now we start our lecture number 19 of rings and field. In our last lecture, we studied and discussed the definition of homomorphism in rings. In this lecture, we will discuss some properties and some more definitions of the homomorphism. We start this lecture. If you recall the group theory and the definition of homomorphism and the properties of homomorphism in group theory, um, you will definitely in your mind that in group theory, if phi from a group G to G dash is a homomorphism, then phi maps the identity of first group onto the identity of the second group. So same is the case in ring theory, but in ring we notice that there are two binary operations, and the first one is the binary operation of addition and the second one is the binary operation of multiplication. But in rings, under addition, R is an abelian group, so definitely under addition the identity, that is additive identity, exists in ring. But under multiplication, R is just a semi group, so it no needs that there must exist a multiplicative identity also. So the theorem is valid only for the additive identity. So now we start the theorem. Let F from a ring R1 to R2 be a ring homomorphism. Let F from R1 to R2 be a ring homomorphism, then F maps the additive identity of R1 to the additive identity of R2. And similarly, the second part of the theorem is for all A belonging to R1, F of minus A is equal to minus F of A. This minus A mean additive identity of A, and minus F of A mean additive identity of minus A mean additive inverse of A, and minus F of A mean additive inverse of F of A. Next, we prove it. For the first part, for any A belonging to R1, of course, F of A can be written as F of 0 R1 plus A. Then as F is homomorphism, so F of 0 R1 plus F of A. It means now A belongs to R1, it means F of A belongs to R2. Since F of A belongs to R2, so 0 R2 plus F of A will be definitely again equal to F of A. So instead of F of A, on the left hand side, we write 0 R2 plus F of A, and this is equal to the right hand side F of 0 R1 plus F of A. Now as this R1, which is ring, is under addition, it is group. So under addition, the cancellation law will definitely hold. It means this F of A will be cancelled by this F of A, and what we will get, 0 R2 is equal to F of 0 R1. It means F of 0 R1 is equal to 0 R2. So this is what we had to prove. Now we prove the second part. Look here. We have just proved that 0 R2 is equal to F of 0 R1. So as now we have proved it, so we use it. Now 0 R2 is equal to F of 0 R1. And now 0 R1 is additive identity in R1. So A plus additive inverse of minus A, this will be equal to 0 R1. So we use this property and we write 0 R1 is equal to A plus additive inverse of A, that is A plus minus A. So F of 0 R1 is equal to F of A plus minus A, and as F is a homomorphism, so this will preserve the addition, and F of A plus my additive inverse minus A, this will be equal to F of A plus F of minus A. Now look here, this F of A will become minus F of A when it will be shifted from right to left. So what we will get, minus F of A plus 0 R2 is equal to F of minus A. Now F of A is element of R2 and 0 R2 is additive identity in R2. So minus F of A plus 0 R2 will be equal to minus F of A. And what we get, minus F of A is equal to F of minus A, that is F of minus A is equal to minus F of A, and that's what we had to prove. Next we have remarks. Usually, remark number 1, usually if there is no confusion, So instead of writing f of 0 r1 is equal to 0 r2, we just write f of 0 is equal to 0, and then it means it is confirmed that this 0 belongs to the first ring, that is the domain of f, and this 0 belongs to the second ring, that is the codomain of f. Similarly, f of a minus b, this can be written as f of a plus minus b. Now as f is a homomorphism and it preserves addition, so f of a plus minus b will be equal to f of a plus f of minus b. Now by using the previous result, f of minus b will be equal to minus f of b. So it means f of a minus b is equal to f of a minus f of b, and this is what we have just proved. Now we discuss some examples of the ring homomorphism. Look here, we define f from the ring of integers to the ring of modulo classes n, and we define it that any integer m is mapped onto the modulo class determined by that element m, that is f of m is equal to the modulo class determined by m. Then f of m plus n will be equal to m plus n bar, and this can be written as m bar plus n bar, and m bar mean f of m and n bar mean f of n. Similarly, f of m into n will be equal to m into n bar, and this will be equal to m bar into n bar. It means f of m into f of n. So it means this mapping preserves both addition and multiplication. So this f is a homomorphism. Also, it is an epimorphism. Clearly. Next, we define f from R. R means set of real numbers, and R star. What does it mean? R star mean where is an n cross n scalar matrix. R star mean we have already discussed it earlier. That is the n cross n scalar matrices. So f of R is equal to the scalar matrix. What does it mean by scalar matrix? For example, if it is a 2 cross 2 matrix, then R 0 0 R, and if it is a 3 cross 3 matrix, then this R mean R 0 0 first row, 0 R 0 second row, 0 0 R this will be the third row. Similarly, this can be written as the n cross n square matrix. Then this is also a homomorphism. So these are the two examples of ring homomorphism. Next, we have definition of the kernel of homomorphism and the image set of the homomorphism. We define it, let phi from R to R dash be a ring homomorphism. Then kernel of phi is denoted and defined as kernel of phi. This contains those elements of R whose image is the additive identity of R dash. Kernel phi is a subset of the domain R, and it contains those elements of R whose image is the additive identity, that is 0 of R dash, and image set of phi is denoted and defined as phi of R, and this equal to phi of small r, R belonging to R. Obviously, kernel phi is subset of the first ring domain, and phi of R is the subset of R dash, that is the second ring. Next, we have theorem. Let phi from R to R dash be a ring homomorphism. Then kernel phi is ideal of R, phi of R is subring of R dash, and phi is 1 1 if and only if kernel phi is equal to the 0 0 mean the additive identity of the first ring R. These three theorems you have already proved in group theory for group cases, but here we prove these theorem for the rings. In group theory, kernel phi is just is normal subgroup and phi of R is just subgroup. But in ring theory, kernel phi is ideal of the ring, phi of R is subring of R dash, and phi is 1 1 if and only if kernel phi contains only the additive identity of R. Proof: phi of 0 is equal to 0, so it means 0 belongs to kernel phi. It means kernel phi is a non-empty set. Now we take two elements A and B belonging to R. Then phi of A minus B will be equal to phi of A minus phi of B. Now as A and B are elements of kernel phi, so phi of A is equal to 0, phi of B is equal to 0. It means 0 minus 0 is equal to 0. Further, for any R belonging to R, phi of R into A will be equal to phi of R into phi of A. Since phi of A is equal to 0 and phi of R into 0 is equal to 0, phi of AR means phi of A into phi of R, that is 0 into phi of R, this is again equal to 0. So it means for A and B belonging to kernel phi, A minus B belongs to kernel phi, and for A belonging to kernel phi and R belonging to R, A R and R A both belongs to kernel phi. So it means kernel phi is ideal of R. Next, let phi of A and phi of B belongs to phi of R, where A and B are elements of R. Now as A and B are elements of R, so A minus B and A into B belongs to R because R is a ring. Now as A minus B and A into B belongs to R, so it means phi of A minus B and phi of A into B will belong to phi of R. And further, phi of A minus B is equal to phi of A minus phi of B, and phi of this implies phi of A minus B is equal to phi of A minus B. It means, and this belongs to phi of R. Similarly, phi of A into phi of B is equal to phi of AB, and as AB belongs to R and phi of AB belongs to phi of R, so it means phi of A minus B, phi of A minus phi of B belongs to phi of R, phi of A into phi of B belongs to phi of R. It means phi of R is subring of R dash. Next we have the third and the last part of this theorem. Let us assume phi is 1, 1, and then we will have to prove that kernel phi contains only the additive identity 0. For this, let x be an arbitrary element of kernel phi, then phi of x is equal to 0. Now also, as we have just proved that phi of 0 is also equal to 0, it means phi of 0 is equal to 0, phi of x is equal to 0, it means phi of x is equal to phi of 0. Now as here we have assumed that phi is 1, 1, so when a function f is 1, 1 and f of x1 is equal to f of x2, then it means x1 is equal to x2. So in this case, as phi is assumed to be 1, 1 and phi of x1 is equal to phi of x2, so it means this x1 will be equal to this x2. Here x1 means x and x2 means 0. So phi of x is equal to phi of 0 means x is equal to 0. This means kernel of phi contains only the additive identity 0. Conversely, assume kernel of phi contains only the additive identity 0, then what we will have to prove that phi is 1, 1. Now to prove phi is 1, 1, we will start from phi of x1 is equal to phi of x2, and what we will have to prove that x1 is equal to x2. So we start from phi of x1 is equal to phi of x2, then definitely this phi of x2 will become minus phi of x2, and phi of x1 minus phi of x2 will be equal to 0. Then by the definition or the property of the homomorphism, phi of x1 minus phi of x2 will be equal to phi of x1 minus x2 is equal to 0. It means x1 minus x2 belongs to kernel of phi. But by hypothesis, here we have assumed that kernel phi contains only 0. It means x1 minus x2 is equal to 0, and this implies x1 is equal to x2, and this implies phi is 1, 1. Next we have the exercise for this lecture number 19. In the exercise, you will have to prove in the example given in the lecture, find kernel of f and image of f. We have discussed 2 examples in this lecture. In both of the example, you will have to calculate kernel of f and the image set of f. Image set of f means f of the first ring. Give some examples of a ring homomorphism which is 1, 1 but not onto, onto but not 1, 1, both 1, 1 and onto, neither 1, 1 nor onto. So these are the examples, these are the exercises what you will have to do. Okay, Allah Hafiz, take care, fi aman.